Hello students, welcome to Eduauraa. This is your favorite Professor Arpan again with the new session. So students, what's there in this session? Yes students, today we will be discussing about past year MCQs of the most interesting topic of mathematics, that is none other than Trigo. Two vertical poles of heights 20 meter and 80 meter stand apart on a horizontal plane. The height in meters of a point of intersection of lines joining the top of each pole to the foot of the other from this horizontal plane is option A 15, option B 16, option C 12 and option D 18. Now students, again JEE Mains 2019 MCQ, and how do we start? So students, let the first pole AB having height 20 meter and the second pole PQ having height 80 meters. So students, if we draw the diagram here, how do we start? So let's say this is some pole AB whose height is 20 meters. Let's say there is one more pole PQ whose height is 80 meters. Now students, how do we solve? So let's join these points A and P, and let us join these points B and P. Now students, according to our given conditions, what do we do here? Now students, angle of PBQ, let's say it is alpha, that is this angle. Let's say angle AQB, be beta. Now what next students? So the intersecting point is nothing but M, and students, let's say that is your height H. So what next? Now students, if M is the intersecting point, let's say when we draw a perpendicular from point M at point N, let's say that is nothing but H meters, and that is the height of intersection point from the horizontal plane. So students, let's say the distance BN be X and NQ be Y. Now students, from this we can say that tan alpha is what? So tan alpha from here will be opposite upon adjacent, that is H upon X. So students, what is tan alpha in triangle M and B? So tan alpha will be H upon X in triangle M and B. And similarly students, the value of tan will be what? It will be 80 upon X plus Y in triangle PQ and B. Now students, what next? So we get two values of tan alpha. So now students, when we use these equations, now students, after finding tan alpha, we need to find tan beta. So what will be tan beta? So tan beta will be H upon Y in triangle MN and Q. Similarly, the value of tan beta will also be 20 upon X plus Y in triangle AB and Q. Now students, from this what can we say? So when we equate these two equations, we get Y upon X is equal to 4. So from this we can write Y is equal to 4x. So students, this is, let's say, one equation. Now when we equate two more equations, that is H upon X is equal to 80 upon X plus 4x. So when we solve this, we get H is equal to 80 upon 5, which is nothing but 16 meters. So the height is nothing but 16 meters. Now students, what next? So students, from this we get the value of height as 16 meters. So students, if the height is 16 meters, what is the correct option? So the correct option is none other than option B. Now students, moving on to the next MCQ, and the next MCQ is the value of cos square 10 minus cos 10 into cos 50 plus cos square 50 is, let's check our options. Option A, 3 by 2 into 1 plus cos 20. Option B, 3 by 4 plus cos 20. Option C, 3 by 2. And option D, 3 by 4. So students, each and every angle here is in degrees. So how do we start? But before starting, this MCQ was asked in our JEE Mains 2019. And students, how to start? So what are we given? We are given cos square 10 degree minus cos 10 degree into cos of 50 degree plus cos square 50 degree. Now students, what next? Let us multiply divide by 2. So when we multiply divide by 2, what do we get? So we get 1 by 2 into 2 cos square 10 degree minus 2 cos 10 into cos 50 degree plus 2 cos square 50 degree. So students, after this, what should be the next step? So when we multiply divide by 2, we get 2 cos square 10 degree. Now students, 2 cos square 10 degree. How to solve this? Now you guys are masters with your trigo formula. How do we solve? Now students, as we have discussed earlier, when two trigo terms are in multiplication, we use defactorization formula. So what is 2 cos A cos B? Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Similarly, what is 2 cos square theta? Nothing but 1 plus cos 2 theta. So students, we have applied half angle formula and defactorization formula together. So the next step will become 1 by 2 into, put a bracket, always put necessary brackets, otherwise the sum will be wrong. So 2 cos square 10 degree will become 1 plus cos 20 degree. And along with that, minus 2 cos 10 into cos 50. When we apply defactorization form, we get cos of 60 degree plus cos of 40 degree. Put bracket students, plus 2 cos square 50 degree will become 1 plus cos 100 degree. So students, after applying defactorization and after applying this half angle formula, what do we get? So what is cos 60 students? Cos 60 is nothing but half. So what we will write? So we will get the next step as 1 by 2 into, put a bracket, 1 plus 1 gives us 2. So 2 plus cos 20 minus 1 by 2 minus cos 40 plus cos of 100 degrees. So students, after this, what we will do? 2 minus 1 by 2 becomes 3 by 2. And cos 20 minus cos 40. Yes students, let's apply factorization formula again. We are here to simplify the sum. So students, how do we apply factorization? Cos minus cos minus 2 sin sin. Yes students, if you remember, what is cos minus cos? Minus 2 sin sin. C plus d by 2, c minus d by 2. So when we apply this factorization formula, we get 1 by 2 into 2 plus 1 by 2 becomes 3 by 2 plus cos 20 minus cos 40 will become minus 2 sin 60 by 2, that is 30 degree, into sin minus 20 by 2, that is minus 10 degrees, plus cos of 100 degrees. Now students, what is sine of minus theta? Nothing but minus sine theta. So What we will do is, in the next step, sine of minus 10 will become minus sine 10. So minus minus becomes plus, and we all know that sine 30 is nothing but half. So 2 gets cancelled, and the next step will become 1 by 2 into, put a bracket, 3 by 2 plus sine 10 degree plus cos 100. Now students, cos 100, can we write it as cos of 90 plus theta? 90 means by 2. By 2 means change. What change? Shortcut, add co, cut co, and plus minus sign is decided by quadrant. So 90 plus theta, which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative. So cos 100 will become minus sine 10. So plus sine 10 minus sine 10 gets cancelled, and we are left with 1 by 2 into 3 by 2, which is nothing but 3 by 4. So students, if the answer is 3 by 4, what is the correct option for that? So the correct option is nothing but option D. And this is how we solve our sum.